Welcome back to the Wicksteed Parkcast. I'm Mia.
And I'm Sean, and today we're here at the Festival of Nature to talk all things nature.
So we're hopefully going to be walking around the festival, talking to some of the stallholders, chatting with some of the experts leading walks and talks, and maybe talking to some of you guys as well.
Let's go have a look.
And we're now joined by Adam from Kettering Nature Group. How are you today, Adam?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's really exciting that the Festival of Nature's kicked off, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, looking around here, it's amazing how many people are enthused about nature. Yeah.
And this is kind of your baby. You brought this to us, and it's been a really exciting project for everyone at the park to be working with you and to see you bring this amazing festival to life. How do you feel about bringing it?
Incredibly excited. As you know, we've been doing bat walks and surveys and things in the park for a while now as Kettering Nature Group. So we have been showing people the wildlife value of the park, but to showcase it in this way and to get all the local organisations in is amazing.
It's like taking it to the next level,
yes,
and then
yes.
bringing it to a much bigger audience who hopefully will be coming on the bat walks and the mammal surveys in the future.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. The more people we can get involved, the better.
More people to keep the nature of the local area going.
Yes.
So we mentioned the bat walks and everything you've been doing within the park. Kind of, can you tell everyone at home who might not know who Kettering Nature Group is and kind of what your goal is and what you guys do?
Okay, so Kettering Nature Group is a grassroots community group who focus on nature connection and nature education. We take people out on bat walks and other nature focused events that they might not usually have the opportunity to go on. We do it all for free so that we're removing as many barriers as we can that people sometimes face, because they can get quite expensive to go on as a family. So we invite people to come along for free. We do, on top of the free walks, we try to encourage people to come along to our surveys. We do a lot of biological surveying, and we try to get people to come along to those. And it's all recorded with the local biological records centre. So we're helping to inform decision making essentially, whilst we're also informing people about the nature and connecting with them. And we all know that nature's good for your mental health as well. So it's kind of a win-win-win for everything, really. So it's amazing that Wicksteed Park have supported us so much and that letting us use this here and supporting it, and just Wicksteed Park have been so supportive about it. And hopefully we'll make this even bigger next year. Yeah,
we've got big plans. I think it'd just be nice to see year on year it get bigger, more people, more organisations, and then just really educate local people on the value of local nature.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's what Kettering Nature Group's all about, yeah.
And do you have any plans for the bat walks and mammal surveys to carry on this year? What kind of is in the books for you guys?
So in 2 weeks' time we're having our first bat walk. We haven't done much this year in terms of bat walks because we've been organising the festival.
Yeah.
But in 2 weeks' time we've got our first bat walk here, which people can go on our Facebook page and book. You have to book tickets, unfortunately, because we try to keep it. We get up to 60 people sometimes, so we try to keep numbers manageable and safe. So you'll be able to book that in the next week or so, and then they'll be every other Friday. And then we're doing mammal surveys, bird walks, butterfly walks.
Oh, a lot of exciting
loads of stuff going on here. Yeah.
Something for every type of nature lover. If you don't particularly like bats, but you love butterflies, there's something for you as well.
And people should also look out for the Wildlife Lodge project that's happening soon.
Yeah, that's a really exciting project, isn't it?
Very.
So definitely follow Kettering Nature Group on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can find them, follow them, because you put up so many amazing stuff. I mean, your writing as well is amazing.
Thank you.
The poems, and then it will just give you a chance to connect with what Adam and Kettering Nature Group are doing, so definitely give them a follow and come along to some of the bat walks, mammal surveys and butterfly walks.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So we're now joined by Lewis, one of our park rangers. How do you feel about the Festival of Nature, Lewis?
It's fantastic. It's a really good thing. We've got all these local organisations here in support of nature and the local area, and it's a really good thing that Kettering Nature Group have set up here, and really pleased with how it's coming along.
Looks amazing, doesn't it? It's very there's a lot more stalls than I was expecting and things like that. There's a lot of people.
No, it's really, really good, and there's some really passionate people about nature here, so it's really good to see.
Yes, definitely. You're doing some guided walks today, aren't you?
We are. We've got 3 more guided walks today, so if anyone wants to come down, we're going to be doing a walk around our estate. Wicksteed Charitable Trust own 281 acres of land. And we'd like to come and show people around what we do and how we manage the land for conservation.
Wow. Thank you very much, Lewis.
Thank you
I'll
very much.
let you get on with your day.
Cheers. Have a lovely day, everyone.
Thank you. Cheers.
I'm here at the Nen Rivers Trust store with Ryan. Nice to meet you, Ryan.
Lovely to meet you, Mia.
And thank you for joining us on the Wicksteed Parkcast today. So how are you feeling about being at the Festival of Nature, the first ever Festival of Nature?
Fantastic. Like you say, it's the first one. We're really happy to be here and established, and hopefully we were just theorising about from 20 years from now, some of us newbies, I'm literally only in my third week here at the Trust, but liking to think that in, a couple of decades or so, we were at the first one of these, and we're here still, and it's still going strong, and we've seen how it's grown.
Massive and you're still here and it gets even
Absolutely.
bigger, that would be amazing. So could you tell for anyone at home that doesn't know a little bit about what Nen Rivers Trust does?
So it's a broad kind of remit, but primarily what we're interested in doing is celebrating and conserving the Nen. So my remit specifically is education and outreach. So we work with young people and schools and kind of anything under the umbrella of education about what rivers are. We can start there and we can move all the way up to how do you determine a river's health? How do you look after it? What things can we do in our everyday? But also within the charity itself, we have our own river restoration officer who literally goes out and checks the health of the rivers and works with landowners and things to ensure the conservation. So basically anything to do with conserving and celebrating the river, we're looking to get involved with, and we're always growing, we're always stretching kind of what that definition means, as long as it continues to serve the river and the charitable kind of principles that we have around that.
And that's just amazing to hear, educating young people about something so important to all of us, nature, especially in the climate that we're in today. It's just so important. And if any schools or anyone wants to get Nen Rivers into the school,
well,
give her a
absolutely.
bell.
The key to that being our river van, which is our newest feature, which is literally a mobile sort of interactive teaching tool with taking activities to those young people, to those schools, to those places where they can climb inside and play with our interactive sandbox and learn about landscaping and how the environment changing has its effects on rivers, but also just landscapes in general.
And someone, whilst we were walking about, did tell me great things about your van, and they said, if a man tells you to get in his van, go in the van, trust us. So could you take me into the van,
Absolutely,
please?
come
It'd
on
be
in,
great
please,
to
mind your
see.
step.
Follow us. Oh, wow.
So please feel free to take a seat at any stool at the stand. I'll operate it back here from you. So I'll take you to our primary first setting. But essentially, what you have in front of you is a lovely pit of sand, and this clever bit of kit up here is reading how far and how close that sand is, and then building a landscape based on top of that. And what it means is it's actually interactive. So as you'll see, in the current landscape we have this like nice big pit pool of water here, but we also have this sort of stagnant pool over here, and we need to get a bit of a flow going. So if we just play God and dig a valley through the middle, the water will flow through and all connect up. Equally, if we decide actually we don't need water going all the way through, we need these two islands to be connected, we can move and pile the sand up into the middle and build a bridgeway and separate it.
That's so cool.
And so what we like to do is we like to bring schools and kids and young people in here and kind of say, learn how landscaping works. If a boat needed to get from left to right, what would be the most efficient way of doing that? Or if we needed to make sure that you could reach every corner, but we still needed a pool of water for the bay, how would we do that? And we allow them to play around and explore. But we have a million different game modes and types. So there are literally base defense, it's for the rowdy boys who like to fight off the cyclopses from getting to their base. But also we have things like a dinosaur mode where you can look at prehistoric landscapes and can see how the different lives of dinosaurs would depend on the landscape, and literally see them walking across the sand and things like that.
That's so cool. I would love to have done something like this at school.
By all means, please stick a hand in, have a
Right.
go, build your own river,
Let's
build your own
build a
landscape.
river. Right, I'm going to connect here. I want to... Oh no, what am I... Oh yeah, there we go. I'm connecting a river. Oh no.
You don't have to be gentle by all means to do big scoops, just move it around. As long as you keep the sand inside the box, we don't mind what you
I
do.
don't want to make a mess. Oh wow, that's so cool. Because I remember something I struggled with in school was geography, and it was sometimes the lessons weren't engaging as much. So if I had something like this or this got brought to my school, I just know I would have learned so much more, and it would have just been a much more fun lesson.
It's a form of tactile learning as well. They can get
Yeah.
their hands, they can see the instant effect that they are having on the environment and how it all
Wow.
connects and how it speaks to each other.
And it's just great for visual learners, because I am quite a visual learner, so just reading from a textbook was always something that didn't mesh well with me.
Absolutely.
This is something, it's really amazing, and I definitely recommend any schools who have a lot of visual
by all means,
learners.
like I say, please do trust the man or one of my colleagues with the van and
Yeah,
come on inside
trust
and
the man
have a
with the
look.
van. Right, we'll step outside quickly. And then we'll just shimmy through here. But thank you so much for talking to us
No,
and showing what was
pleasure.
inside
Thank you
your
very
van.
much
We
for
really
having us.
appreciate it, and we hope to see you at many Festival of Natures in the future.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So I'm now joined by Rachel from Prickleback Urchins. Hi Rachel, thank you for joining us.
Hi.
For anyone that doesn't know, would you like to explain what you guys do?
Of course. So we are Rutland's only hedgehog rescue. We are a small home-based charity. We do about 140 rescue animals each year, which is pretty phenomenal, really, to be fair. And we take in sick and injured wild hedgehogs, either directly from members of the public or via the veterinary teams.
Oh wow, that's lovely. So how do you feel about being at the first ever Festival of
It's
Nature?
quite exciting, isn't it, being the
Very.
first? I think it's a bit more exciting
I
being the
think
first. Yeah, it's a bit of a long way, I have to say, I'll be honest. First thing this morning I thought, why did I say yes? This seems like a very long way. But then when you get here and you see so many other people that have all got that same passion, then you know you're in the right place.
Yeah, definitely. So we've just launched our hedgehog charter. Is there any information or any kind of key things that people can do to try and help with that?
Definitely. I think the first thing would be everyone, when they find a hedgehog that's sick and injured, they never expect to. So being prepared, knowing where to go for information. So in any of your channels, anything you can do to make sure people know to go to the British Hedgehog Preservation Society, People's Trust for Endangered Species, or their local hedgehog rescue in the first instance. So they're getting the information when they're worried about an animal from the right people.
Yeah.
That would be the most important thing.
Oh, perfect. So is there also anything else that we can do if you, for instance, if we did stumble across a hedgehog?
It's we often find that people will ring us and they'll be ringing lots of rescue centres, and often people are very busy and full, and by the time someone answers the phone the hedgehog has wandered off. So the first rule
Right.
is contain the animal safely. So a box and a pair of gloves, pop it in there, make sure there's a fleece in there, water only, no food, and then start finding out what should you do.
Yeah.
Because then at least you've got the animal contained, because sometimes we say yes, we can admit that animal, and they go to find it and it's gone.
Yeah, I get that. So keep the animal contained.
Yeah.
Because obviously they can't come to you otherwise.
No, yes, and they will. Sometimes an animal that's not moved for hours and they've been watching, just as they've gone to collect it, that's when it's shuffled off.
So that's the key point.
Yeah.
If anything's getting taken away from that, it's keep them contained.
Then find out what to do.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much
Pleasure.
for joining us, and it was really interesting to hear more about what you guys do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we're now in the Learning Centre where they're dissecting some owl pellets, and I'm joined by Jake and Amy. How are you guys today?
Good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. So what are you guys up to?
We're dissecting owl
like-
pellets.
Dissecting owl pellets, yeah.
And so how have you found dissecting owl pellets? Is it interesting?
Like it gets like really hard at first, but then like as you like tear it away, it's like really easy.
It's quite fun.
Quite fun. And what have you guys found?
I found like
We found skulls and half skulls and lots
a huge
of
skull.
bones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a mouse. It just doesn't
A
say
mouse?
what type, it just says mouse. And I've also found a lot of bones.
That's really cool. And so are you guys really interested in nature?
Well, like more like bones and everything, but yeah,
More bones. Is it something you want to do in your order, a bit of archaeology?
like partly not.
And have you guys checked out the rest of the festival today?
Yeah, we're
Not
going to
yet.
go
We're
down
gonna do
in a
it
minute.
soon.
Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much for talking to me.
So I'm now joined by Kelly from Wicksteed Park. How are you today, Kelly?
I'm good, thank you.
So we've got the Festival of Nature on at the park today. How good is that for the park?
Well, it's absolutely brilliant. It's a lovely way to showcase
Just something a bit different about the park, really, because I think everybody kind of knows us for rides and attractions and maybe the free playground. Obviously lots of dog walkers, but probably a lot of people don't really know us as somewhere for nature and wildlife.
Yeah.
So this is a really good opportunity to showcase everything that we've got here.
Definitely.
We have got a lot.
So much we have here, especially nature-wise as well. We're really trying to get that out now, aren't we? And just explain.
Definitely.
This is the vast, it is basically the main part of Wicksteed Park, the
Absolutely.
nature.
Yeah, we're 281 acres of quite diverse landscape, really, from lakes and arboretum to water meadows and really quite wild habitats. And there's an awful lot that lives here and calls the park home. And this festival is obviously a great way to showcase all of that and really learn how we as land managers can support the nature that lives here and do our bit to make sure that we help them along their way.
Yeah, definitely. It's been great working with Kettering Nature Group and working very closely with them recently, haven't we? So have we got any plans in the future or anything?
Definitely. I mean, we started working with Kettering Nature Group on things like bat walks and small mammal surveys and insect trapping, just to see sort of the levels of activity. And the levels of activity are actually really high. We've got some, an awful lot of toads down by the lakes, which is really exciting. We've got a really good population of bats that people can come and enjoy. So there's loads going on. And then, Adam wanted to extend that into the Festival of Nature today. And then the hope is that following on from this year's success, we can make that into a much bigger and better festival year on year, and it will just keep on growing.
That would be so good if it does. I just think there's so much possibility for where it could go.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's such a lovely way to engage people with the park in just different ways.
Yeah.
And just showcase everything else that's here and not just rides and attractions.
Exactly. It's a bit of something for everyone, really, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. You really can have the whole day out here. You can do the lot, and there's not many places in the country where you can do that.
No, definitely. We're very one of a kind.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, thank you for joining us today, Kelly. It was lovely to have an insight in the park. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
And now in the Learning Centre, I'm joined by B, who's going to tell us about a very interesting project behind us.
This is our school, which we did about owls. My mum helped, and this is my one.
Oh, wow, you've got very nice handwriting.
Yeah, and these are some of everyone in the school, I think. Everyone got something to do on, and they all got to do a message about what they thought nature was to them, and their memories with nature.
So what is nature to you?
Nature is to me where we bring hammocks to the woods a lot, and we walk through once we collected some mushrooms.
Oh wow!
And stuff for dinner or something. I didn't eat them because I don't like mushrooms.
But you had fun collecting
some
them.
people did, yeah.
And so, why did your class choose an owl?
I don't actually know, but
But a very interesting animal to learn about,
yes,
I bet.
Very interesting.
And so, did you all help make this as well?
Not all of us, but maybe I think.
Yes, a little bit of class involvement here.
Yeah.
But it does look really, really cool, and people can come along to the Learning Centre to see it. And did you have a lot of fun joining this project?
A lot of fun.
Yeah?
Because I was because there were a few people who were picked, so we could do, and that was our poster.
Oh, wow.
Stuff. That's an extra poster. Me and my friend and some other people did it.
So you're very artistic, very talented.
Yeah, I would say.
I would say so too. And so do you love nature? Are you a very big nature
Yes.
person?
So does my mum. My mum helped too.
Oh, that's amazing. And so you love being involved with stuff like this. Have you checked out the rest of the festival yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, did you have a good time?
Yeah,
And would you come back again next year?
probably, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast, B.
Thank you. You're welcome.
We've had a lovely time at the first ever Festival of Nature here at Wicksteed Park, haven't we, Mia?
Yeah, we've had such a great time. We've spoken to so many interesting people. We caught up with Adam from Kettering Nature Group, and I feel like we've learned so much about local nature and what everyone's doing in the area.
So much going on, so many people in so many different areas.
I even treated myself to a lovely butterfly from Stoned Affection, so I say it's been a great festival, and we already can't wait for next year's one.
I know, I can't wait for it to be bigger and better.
Yeah, each year, so make sure you come along next year if you haven't this year. Should we head back up to the park and talk about what's going on?
Let's go. We had a great time at the Festival of Nature, and we can't wait for it to be bigger and better next year. We've got a couple of more events to talk to you about, but first we're going to dive into our accessibility.
So after last month's podcast, we did have a question in the comments on Facebook asking us to touch on our accessibility. And first thing I want to say is, because as we are a natural park, we aren't the most accessible, but we are trying our best. So for our rides, we are proudly partnered with Nimbus Disability. So Nimbus Disability runs the Access Card scheme. So you can either have the Nimbus Access Card or sign up for the free Wicksteed Park access registration, which is only valid in our park. And Nimbus individually assesses the person's needs who's applying for the card. So we don't need to know about why you need additional access, we just know how we can support you. So once you've done your application and you get your card, you'll be given little symbols on the bottom which will tell the team what access needs you have. So for example, if you have the +1 or +2 symbol, you qualify for the complimentary Essential Companion tickets, which is essentially a free carer ticket to help you out when you're in the park. In terms of our facilities, in our precinct toilets, we do have an accessible changing area with a hoist that electrically goes up and down and manually can be moved side to side to help making changing easier for those who need it. And we do have an access statement on our website, so it goes into a bit more detail about accessibility around the whole of the park, including parking, more information about Nimbus Disability, and just anything you might need to know. But feel free to reach out to us or the reception team if you do have any further questions regarding accessibility within the park.
So back to our events, we have Summertime for Tots coming up, which is every Thursday and Friday during term time during June and July. This is £10 if you book online in advance, £12 if you book on the day. This is a couple of toddler rides.
Yeah, some of the most popular.
Isn't it? Yeah. So if you've got little ones, bring them out.
And it's a little less busy, so it's not as busy as our full park opening. So it's great for the little ones who don't like big crowds as well. And then we have our Ketfest kickoff on Friday the 13th of June, which is the first Ketfest event of its kind. So we're really getting involved in Ketfest this year. So on Friday the 13th, you can come to the park for a free evening of fun from 4 p.m. And Big Bopper Entertainment DJ will be there. We'll have some fun outdoor activities, games, dancing. And on the day, you'll also receive a Ketfest passport. So this will already be stamped for your Wicksteed Park Ketfest kickoff visit. And then on the day of Ketfest on the following Saturday, you just have to go to the Wicksteed Park store to get a second stamp. And then on the Sunday, which is also Father's Day, you can buy one wristband, get one free, just for that Sunday with your completed Ketfest passport.
Oh wow, that really makes it worth it.
It really does. So make sure you come here for the Ketfest kickoff, and then the next day go to Ketfest in the town centre.
That sounds great. So we also then have our Summer Adventures, which is our full park opening during the summer from July to about the start of September. So come join us, come visit the park. Hopefully all your favourite rides will be open.
Yeah. Subject to weather and maintenance as well, but all zones are going to be open.
Yeah.
We can't wait to be on the rides.
It's so fun.
And we're hoping for lovely sunny weather and the park to be busy every day so we can see more of your happy faces.
Yeah, definitely.
And before we go away, we just wanted to say that the UK Theme Park Awards 2025 nominations are open, and we're asking for your help to nominate us for some of the categories. So the categories we're really aiming for this year is Best Reimagined Attraction for our Pig and Putt Golf, which is our refurbed Crazy Golf, and it's looking so much better than it used to.
Yeah, definitely.
So please nominate us for that.
And then come visit.
Yeah, and come visit. It's a great game of golf. We play regularly.
It's really good.
Really trying to sharpen up our golf skills.
We're not very good.
No, we're not very good. And then we're going for Best Theme Park for Families, Best Theme Park for Toddlers, Best Value Theme Park, Best New Event for the amazing Festival of Nature, thanks to Kettering Nature Group, who we couldn't have done it without them. It was their amazing event, and we would really like it to be recognised on a national level. And then as well, this is the one I'm really praying for, Best Social Media Content. So you can nominate us by going to ukthemeparksawards.org, I believe, but I'll put it in the comments and captions as well. So please go and nominate us, and then that will go to a public vote, and a judge of panels will then choose who the winners are. So please support us and nominate us, and then vote for us when voting opens.
So exciting. It'd be great to be able to...
Yeah, we'd love to come back with so many awards for you guys, specifically social media content, because we work so hard.
We do.
And then Best Reimagined Attraction for all the hard work the team's put in to refurb our Crazy Girl and a Festival of Nature to recognise the amazing work of Kettering Nature Group and the Wicksteed Park team.
Definitely. So thank you for joining us again on our podcast, guys.
Yeah, thank you for all your support with our episodes. We really, really appreciate it. If you have any questions or queries you'd like us to address, like the accessibility, just let us know in the comments, send us a private message, or, you know, just pop over and say hi when you see us in the park.
Yeah, we're happy to answer any queries that anyone has.
So yeah, thank you again for joining us. We'll see you next We'll see you next month. Bye!